Hey, 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 good morning, beautiful people. Not sure if anyone will join me at this hour, but we are off to the Bream Creek Farmers Market. Bream is spelt like cream with a B, but it's like the fish. It's pronounced Brim. Hi, Geraldine. Happy New Year. Hope you come home with a farmer. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I stupidly yesterday when we went on the little 2 hour drive, I meant to stop and get petrol and I didn't. So we're going to have to stop and get fuel on the way. But also, I'm going to take you guys through Connolly's Marsh and Dun Alley. It adds about 10 minutes to the trip. The farmers market's about 20 minutes from where we are right now. But I'm going to take you through Connolly's Marsh and Dun Alley. I'll get petrol in Dun Alley, but also I want to show you the view from the top of the hill when we get to Connolly's Marsh. It's so pretty. So let's hit the road, groovers. We're off to the farmers market. Hope everyone's doing really well. I'm very excited. Hi, Ruth. Road trip. Hey, Geraldine. Love your comment. Let's see if I can find me a farmer. My first boyfriend was a farmer. Well, his family were farmers. Um, Very typical in Tasmania to hook up with a farmer. Lots of farms here. Um, but yeah, so we're taking a slightly longer drive, but it's worth it because I know I've shown it before on my other channel, but it's like my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but one of those breathtaking moments driving around Tassie that you're just like, wow, holy fuck balls. So yeah, we're going a slightly longer way, and I will have to stop and get some petrol. I like farmers too. They're good with their hands. And tradies. Let's not muck around here. If I can't get a dude, I don't mind if I don't get a dude who can't cook, but I find men who cook sexy as fuck. I love cooking in the kitchen with my boyfriend, my lover. Nice to have you, Grievous, with me. I didn't know this hour. Probably very unlikely many Australians will join because it's only, well, it's 8:45 Sunday morning. Yeah, my first boyfriend, his family had a sheep farm. I wanted to flick my camera around so I could actually smile at you and go, hello. And for some reason, when I go for walks on the beach, I do it all the time, but I've checked all the different settings and stuff and I can't work out how to do it. I get my big channel back in 2 days. Woo, 2 more sleeps. So I'll be doing all this sort of stuff back over on my other channel. And I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a lot of road trips, taking you to some cool places, lots and lots and lots of cooking. And although I got from Biscuit gave me an instant pot for Christmas, which is it's only 3 liters. Like I've got a, hey, gone girl, woohoo, you're here for another road trip. Awesome sauce. My 2 girls in the UK and a Canadian, loving it, loving it. So yeah, I got an instant pot from Biscuit because I've got a Breville fast slow cooker, which is like a slow cooker and a pressure cooker combined. And it's brilliant because you can sear everything and so on. But it's not the most riveting thing to cook with, live. So I'm going to do some videos using them. And then, yeah, Biscuit got me the Instant Pot, which has got heaps of different features. And it's only a 3 litre. So if I want to do something smaller, I can use that. But I'd really like to I've been following an Instant Pot channel in the States called Six Sisters Stuff for a long time, and you couldn't actually get Instant Pots in Australia, but I really liked watching all the crazy shit they were making. And then they came to Australia, and Amazon had like 50% off, and Biscuit was like, oh, I like a bargain. So she paid about $100. She also gave me, it's so cool, a wooden alarm clock. Like I'm really big this year on not having my mobile phone in my bedroom at night. I've been using it. Not that I need an alarm. I'm usually wide awake between 5 and 5:30, but I've been keeping my phone out of my room, and because I've been working and having to go into town, I was like, yeah, I might have to get an alarm clock. And she gave me this. It's just a block of wood. Like, it's modern. It looks very sort of IKEA-ish. Don't forget, Groover's in chat, to type in caps too so I can read. Your car got a, yeah, nice. Full tank of fuel and a scary car wash. I used to take you guys through, I don't know if you were all on my channel back then, but I took people through car washes quite a bit on my other channel. Well, when I say quite a bit, it's probably 3 times, but. So we're going the back way. It does add about 10 minutes to the trip. The market's normally about a 20-minute drive from my place. The market opens at 9 and goes till 1. I've got a $50 limit because some of the stall holders have got EFTPOS, but there's pretty bad reception there, internet reception, so you can't rely on using your card. But I thought, well, $50 limit, and I've got some fresh veggies that I need to buy for my week. I do meal planning for a week. And we're definitely going to have to get a coffee and pastry or something yummy. But it'd be nice just to walk around the stalls and show you stuff and see how far my $50 goes. And this afternoon, I'm going to cook a chicken. I was thinking about doing it in the slow cooker or even the pressure cooker, but I'm probably just going to do a roast chicken and barbecue. So I've got chicken meat for a lot of the dishes this week. I do like, because I'm going back onto keto, although that'll get blown out of the water on Sunday. It's my birthday brunch. We're having a brunch now. Brunches are actually breakfast and, yeah, brunches. It's actually easy to do keto, but I'll be having a mimosa or two. You put a whole salmon in the dishwasher? Was that deliberate? Did you cook it in the dishwasher? Oh, look at all those geese. I don't know if you saw them on the side of the road. They're dicing with death. It's a beautiful sandstone building up there. I don't know if you saw that or not. When we get to the Connolly's Marsh Rise, if nobody's behind me, I'll slow right down and spin the camera around a bit so you get to see the view. It's incredible. I love that you're always able to come on. Well, not always, but I love it when you pop in, guy and girl, and yeah, it makes me happy when you can join in, because I like taking you on, taking all of you on adventures. I used to love it when Being There popped in too, because she used to say, I feel like I'm walking along the beach beside you. I feel like I'm sitting in the car with you. I'm catching up with her sister, not in the flesh. We're doing a video call today, so she's going to fill me in on the final details for me to send off, and we're just going to sort of connect and see how she's doing. Don't bring any livestock home? No, Biscuit wouldn't like that at all. There would be trouble. And I don't know how long my battery's going to last on my phone either. I mean, the live will probably end. I've got a charging cable in my car, but it's not long enough to reach the phone where the phone is at the moment. I thought about popping the phone more in the middle of my windscreen, but I forgot. I forgot about that plan. Foil up the fish and cooks perfect. Oh my god! There's a cooking tip for you, Grievous. I have heard of people doing something in a dishwasher to cook it, but I don't have a dishwasher. Most people that have tank water um, don't have dishwashers because they use up too much water. You don't want to keep paying to get your tanks filled up because of a dishwasher. Plus, because I live on my own, my dishes, although I do cook like crazy, I think on Christmas Day we did I'd already done 8 loads of dishes before anyone even arrived. But we all like mingling in the kitchen and chatting while we do the dishes. Like my ex Jim and I, we used to have our best conversations doing the dishes. And people used to say to us, why don't you guys use the dishwasher? Because we had one in that house. And it's like, because we like to hang out in the kitchen together and clean up together and chat. It's beautiful, isn't it, Geraldine? So one day, we won't go there today, but one day we'll turn right over this bridge and I'll take you down to another, it's the next beach along from me. It's called Primrose Sands. We'll go there one day. The sun isn't out today. We're heading for a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius. But yeah, the sun isn't out, but you'll still get to see this gorgeous view. Damn it, a car just pulled out from the Primrose Sands turn off and it's behind me. And I was hoping I could slow down because there's a view coming up that's just breathtaking. But one day we'll just drive down here to Connolly's Marsh and I'll pull over and show it to you. You'll be able to see it. The car's not tailgating me, the one that's behind me, so. But yeah, beautiful Tassie countryside, and just to the right of us is where the coast is. Just to give you some perspective. But isn't it gorgeous? And look, I know it's looking pretty yellow. It is summer in Australia, but normally this area, everything would have been yellow in November. We had so much rain towards the end of the year that there's still a lot of greenery. Now entering beautiful Connolly's Marsh, so yeah, there's going to be a view coming up. And also, guys, I know that I looked at a bit of my live from yesterday and it looks like I speed. Hey, look at this view now coming up over the hill. Can you see that, guys? Just this massive expanse of water. Oh, dead possum on the road. We do have a lot of roadkill here and it makes me sad. But yeah, look at the view, guys. Isn't that incredible? It's like a painting. One of my closest friends her family has a shack down here. I know that she's here at the moment for a few days, so I'll come down and go with her and her dog Frankie. We'll go for a walk. Hello, Kim Smith. Good morning, Casper. Don't forget, Groovers, you can type in caps while I'm driving because it's easier for me to read. I'm blind as a bat. It's scarily gorgeous. So my friend Christy, her family shack's just to the right of us. Not much movement there. Yeah, it looks like I'm going way faster than I am. I mean, I was doing 40 and 50 Ks yesterday. I saw some of the playback. I'm like, Jesus, it looks like I'm just fanging it along these dirt roads. So good to see you, Kim Smith. Happy New Year. Got one of your daughter's scrunchies in my hair. I've got the pastel-y one, the pink and green, pale pink and pale green floral. I wanted to put the camera on my face and start to go, good morning, everyone, but even though I'm good at doing it on the beach, flipping the camera around, for some reason I can't find the setting this morning, so So we're going to go to Dunalley. I am going to have to stop and get fuel. You'll just have to talk amongst yourselves while I'm at the petrol station. And then we'll go to the market, and I'll probably do a walk around with you guys and just show you all the different produce and everything before my battery. I mean, I had a fully charged phone, but I'll show you as much of the produce and stuff, and then I can just do my shopping and head back home. But I'm roasting a chicken today, so I'm going to grab a few bits and pieces. It's a little trick I learned. My barbecue's amazing. It's like an oven. I might even go live later and show you my chook on the barbie, but I'll turn the camera a little bit so you can get. You're not really going to get much more of the view, but yeah, to the right of me, it's just like a painting. You feel like you're in the car with him, Mary? That's cool. I'm not a bad driver, even though I'm going at some crazy speed. This is sort of the back way too to go down to Port Arthur, Tasman Peninsula. We're going to do lots of trips down that way. I'm going to do like different themed trips for different food in the area. There's also some fabulous gin distilleries, quite a few wineries, lots of oyster farms. Yeah, I'm glad we drive on the correct side of the road. It freaks me out. When I went to America, crossing the road for a while was a bit dicey because I looked the wrong way. And I've driven in a lot of places where you drive on the other side of the road. I'm not going to call it the right side of the road because it's the wrong side of the road. It's amazing how quickly you get used to it, but I don't know, the left-hand side just seems like the logical side to me, but I guess it's what we've always grown up with. It kind of feels like it doesn't look right driving on the other side. So Dunalley, I don't know if you guys, some of you, I was raving about it yesterday, but Death to 2020, the start of that talks about the Australian bushfires last summer. But down here, down in Dunalley, there was a massive fire. God, no, it was more than 6 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Shit, I can't remember. But a lot of houses burnt down. Nobody died, but it was like a full-on firestorm. So all of this countryside that we're driving through now was ablaze. I hadn't built my house yet. I wasn't living at Dodgers when it happened, but it was really, really, really bad. Yeah, a lot of houses burnt down, and it went all the way down the peninsula. It was full on. Touch wood, we don't get any fires here this summer. I mean, it is unfortunately part of the Australian summer is to have bushfires, but hopefully if we have any, they get contained and they're not, not in horrible. But the thing is, I mean, the one that happened here, the Dunalley fire, it was a storm. It was a firestorm. Like it wasn't something that they could contain. They were like balls of fire bouncing. Freezing in the UK, Geraldine. Will stay toasty warm. Yeah, it's when you travel, it's very easy to forget which side of the road you're meant to be on. And I mean, I loved living in Vietnam. The traffic there is absolutely insane, but they drive on the left-hand side of the road as well. But in like the big cities like Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, it's really you just go wherever you can. And people say Asians are the worst drivers in the world. They're actually not. I think they're the best. They just get out there and do what they want, and crossing those major roads, and there's a dead bunny on the road. Lucky I'm not a roadkill channel. Imagine if I'd stopped twice now and bagged up a possum and a rabbit for dinner. There's a lot of people here who do that. I mean, it's, pretty affordable way to feed your family, I guess, but I can't do it. So we're in the seaport now, coastal sea town of Dunalley, and straight ahead is a fantastic seafood outlet and fish and chippery and ice cream place, pretty lush. We're purely going this way because I wanted to show you all the scenery back there, and I'll stop and get some petrol at my favourite service station. It's like going into a time warp from the, I don't know, 70s probably. So I don't know how many buildings you'll see as we're tootling along, but there's a lot of very new houses that have been built, warehouses. I think it's a couple of hundred houses, I think. But these fireballs, they bounce. So there's a lot of blocks where a house burnt down or it's got a new house on it, but then either side of it are the original houses. Like it was pretty full on. So I'm just going to stop up here and get some petrol. God, the donut van's already open. There's a donut van and coffee van just there, but we'll get a yummy pastry from the market. I could actually take out, I've got $50 on me, but I could, which way is this van going? Right, that way. So, make sure the petrol caps line up. I might get a little bit of cash out as well, a bit more, just in case I see something like an olive oil or something like that. Okay. All right, you'll just have to chat amongst yourselves, groovers. I'll have fun with your grandbaby, Kim. I won't be long, guys. Just God, for a moment there, I was like, where the hell is my purse? But I've got it, my wallet. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Jokey. Oh, God, there's 6 of you still here. Remember the days when we had full driveway? I do, Casper. There's still a service station in Hobart that do driveway service. It's really, I love it. So that cost me just under $40 to fill my car, and I'm because I'm going into town a couple of days a week at the moment, probably get a tank last like and a half. Just remember to do live chat groovers if you can't see people. That's often the reason. Okay, pip pip, let's go. But yeah, full driveway service, and they do everything. Like they check the water, the oil, they wash your windscreen for you. It's really cute. So let's get to this market. I didn't get any money out because his Duvalaki for the bank isn't up and running yet. He said the machine's not behaving. So I took that as an omen. I'm like, right, well, $50 challenge. I think there's a gold coin donation for the car park. Hopefully I've got some car wash coins in my little coin receptacle as well. And I'm happy to pay at the markets at the Bream Creek Showgrounds. And they use the money for the car park for, maintenance of the showgrounds. So when I say showgrounds, you'll crack up when we get there. This is very small country town. Yeah. We'll go down to Boomer Bay, pardon me, and Marion Bay. You're probably seeing lots of signs for fresh oysters. You'll see signs for crayfish, and there's also a fabulous gin distillery down here called Hellfire. We'll go there one day too. And the Falls Festival, which is this fabulous music festival, the Phoenix Farm Kitchen, never heard of it. Go there too one day. The Falls Festival, big annual Falls music festival that goes over New Year's. I'm not quite sure what the latest is. So we're going to do like an all-Australian lineup, but I don't know if it's been cancelled or not. You filled your VW Polo for £42. Fuck, that's like $80 Australian, isn't it? Wow. I mean, petrol's not cheap in Tassie. We usually pay a bit more because, getting everything to an island, you usually pay more. But I just paid $1.17 a litre back there, which is pretty reasonable because we've had petrol down here, not quite $2 a litre, but not far off it. When we see sheep, there's been sheep in quite a lot. There's a big fat ass sheep in the paddock to my right now. You have to train your eyes onto the paddocks. Will we see sheep at the market? We'll see butchered sheep. Yes, we will. But I've driven past a lot of farms with sheepies roaming the paddocks. I'm not going to look at chat much, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. Just you'll get to see a lot of awkward Tasmanians freaking out at a girl with a camera, understandably. You'll hear me apologise profusely and let everyone know they're not actually on camera. It's going to be impossible to not get anyone on camera, but very different in Australia to America with cameras. Over there, I think it's just a way of life. But here, people don't really like it. There's a crow back there feeding on a dead possum. The circle of life. Can't show you a sheep at the moment, but I can show you a possum carcass getting chowed down on by a raven. It's not a wet market, Casper. Don't worry, there won't be any bats. Oh my God, now I'm just remembering the reference to bats in Death to 2020 and the scientists saying They believe that a man had intercourse with a bat and got bat juice up his pee-pee. And they're talking about the transmission of the virus. No, we won't be buying a bat today. A bit of confit bat on the barbecue later. But I might go live later when I'm on my Barbie. I've got to speak to my sister at some point this afternoon. But once I've chatted to her, I'll show you the Barbie, the chook. So yeah, I do a Jamie Oliver trick on barbecues. You use like a tray and you put celery, carrots, and onions on the tray, and then you put whatever you're roasting on top of it. So it just keeps the meat off the bottom of the tray and directly connecting with the barbecue and getting burnt. And the beef I did on Christmas Day, holy fuck, it was so good. And in typical Jamie Oliver fashion, it was really simple. It was just like, I got a rolled porterhouse. My butcher did that for me, and I literally just rubbed olive oil, salt, and pepper, and that was it. And I mean, the meat absorbs a bit of the celery, carrot, and onion flavour as well. But everyone was like, it was so perfectly cooked, and everyone's going, "Oh my god, what did you do? It's so tasty." And I was actually, fuck all, really. Be yourself. Love you. All right. Love you too. No idea what you're talking about, Geraldine. That's all right. I'll be myself. You be yourself too. I'm going to do some other stuff this year on my other channel too when it comes back up. I've been minimalising over the last few years, but I've set a goal for my house to be perfectly minimalised by the end of the year. So I'm going to do like a weekly minimalist sort of tip. Bream Creek turn off coming up. Just heading into the township of Copping. We're only doing 60 k's, guys. So if it looks like I'm banging it, I'm not. We're moving at the speed of snail. There's a little sign, the Bream Creek Farmers Market, 2 minutes. He's one of the best, Jamie, one of the best. I mean, I like Jamie because he cooks like I do. He, rips everything up with his hands, talks about herbage, keeps things simple. It's done has had an amazing impact on feeding children and teaching people how to feed families cheaply with lots of beautiful, fresh, seasonal produce. I've got a lot of my cooking techniques I learned from Jamie for sure. Well, some of them I already did. I've always been big on using your hands wherever you can because they really are the best kitchen implements. But, they're not knives, but they do a lot of cool shit. I love ripping up herbs. The oil out of herbs is so good when it's in your skin as well. So yeah, it's a $50 challenge, which trust me, in Australia, $50 doesn't go very far. But as long as I get my fresh veggies, I'm happy. And I've got enough left over to get a coffee and some sort of delicious pastry. Okay, groovers, here we are. Now, there's usually a dude down here to pay a couple of $1. Oh, he might be up here. We'll just over there. I'll come to you, Groover. Go there. Is that one there? I was about to do some circle work. Okay, Okay, so this showground is so cute. It's like a very rural showground. What are those big trees? They would have been gum trees, probably. I reckon. All right, so I've got my basket and I've got my. I actually brought a. I've got a keep cup for coffee, but I've also got a one for smoothies. This little one, because I might get a smoothie if there's a smoothie option. I'll take them with me. Some places during our self-isolation wouldn't let you use your keep cups. You had to get the takeaway ones. It's for hygiene reasons, but some places now let you use your keep cup, so we'll see. And I've got my little shopping list, and we're going to be looking out for some eggs, possibly some cheese. They'll be towards the end. In terms of fresh produce, we're after chives, parsley, coriander, we'll see any avocados, baby spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, some fresh ginger, some fresh horseradish, tomatoes and onions. And then depending on how much coinery I've got left. But yeah, you're about to see 50 Australian dollar get chewed up very quickly. Looks like I've still got a couple of bars, so hopefully you'll be with me for this bit. I'll probably keep the camera down quite low for a lot of the time, just because peeps don't be liking cameras. I'm just going to put some lip balm on. It's busy. It's one of the smaller farmers markets at the moment. By the end of when it was absolutely pumping, there would have been stalls right in front, going right down to this other shed. But it's a pretty small one at the moment, just because of COVID. I mean, it's only been back up and running. I think this is like it's a monthly thing, and I think this is only like the second one or maybe the third in quite a long time. I noticed on their website they're asking for heaps of stall holders, and with all the new provisions and things that everyone has to do, so it'll build up again. But yeah, there used to be stalls that ran pretty much right across. I'll show you anyway. We'll get out. You'll remind me of my shopping list. Awesome. Get this phone out of here. Stick it in the bracket. And let's watch people get uncomfortable because there's a lady with a phone. But yeah, I'll hold it down quite a bit. I don't want to upset anyone. So, there's a bit of live music. God, there's barely even 10 stalls. It's very small compared to how it used to be. That's all right. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So normally the stalls would go all the way along in front of this building. Oh, hang on. My camera's just died. Oh no. Locked for some reason. Right, we're back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. My phone just shut down. So where that wall pavilion is, and even where that red roofed building is, there'd be stalls all the way around. And then this is what we've actually got. So it's a teeny tiny market today, but just saw that chat. Hang on. Yeah, so we won't be here for very long. But we'll just look at some Tassie produce, and hopefully there'll be a few stalls with what I need. They can buy a little fresh herbs and florals. Got some wines. We don't need any wine today, Geraldine. Damn, we've got more and more wines. Honk mustard. Recipe from Finland. We've got honeys. Then there's a heap of yummy focaccias and breads. Ice cream. There's a pantry, so all sorts of different sauces and chutneys and things. And then some Persian looking things. But we'll go in here and get some fresh veggies as well. So you can buy like herbs and things that are already in pots. Well, that variegated thyme looks beautiful. Sad that we don't need wine. Well, we do, but we just don't have the cash for it today. Fresh things here. Look at it all. Back to the back. You can see all the yums. Look at those gorgeous radishes. How you doing? I'm not talking to myself as we're on YouTube at the moment. I saw the look on your face. I went, she's batshit crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of beautiful fresh. There's snow peas, cucumbers, beautiful parsnips, and baby beets. So we'll be coming back to these two stalls to get a lot of protein. Just going to keep walking around and show you a few more stalls, and then we'll go back there and get some stuff. We'll come back here later, but that's the yummy pastries. This store's all like goat and beef, so you can buy meats, but then they also... It's making you hungry. There's some more homemade baked goods on this stall. This one's a dog treats stall. I wish I had a dog. I've got a cat. She probably would eat all of that. Good morning. If you're in for some paella or a hot dog, you can grab them here. What's the best?
Truffled eggs for the morning.
Oh, the truffled scrambled eggs. Yeah, sounds very good. Oh, micro herbs, yum. All right, thank you for the hot tip. I do like truffle eggs, yum. You can buy beautiful native plants and hey, little rogue. I am batshit crazy. They're all smiling. All the store holders have been really lovely. So yeah, if you want to buy native plants for your garden, there's a bit of a variety here. This is the Frog Hollow Nursery Stall. There's another coffee. Then there's the Gillespie ginger beer, which is the best ginger beer in the world. And then we've got some more food over here. Morning. And then there's the live music happening just here, Groovers. She's jamming. And then over there's something else happening. I don't know what that is. Oh, it looks like some sort of mushroom thing going on there. Oh, that's my friend Shane. We'll go to him. And then they've got breads. So there you go, groomers. Cat treats. Yum chores. All right, so I might go and get all the greenery I need. Hello. I'm chatting live on YouTube. Hello. I was only on the beach the other day saying, oh, and I went for a drive yesterday and I was saying how I met you guys at Ray's and you lived next door to my childhood home, and here you are.
It's a small world, isn't it?
It is. Great.
He's really good. And she's great. He got us onto, I think it's the same guy, he got us onto Leon Redbow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because he was playing something here. And I said, oh, I really like that. He said, oh, you like this other guy, Leon Redbow.
I haven't told the story about your protosterons and drove past yesterday and actually paid attention. I'm like, yeah, okay, they do look a bit mauled. They'll come back.
Yeah, they will. I'll
They'll
give
come
them
back.
next year. Next summer they should do it good hit.
Yeah, nice.
They give them enough feed, so yeah.
Yeah. They
I
don't
don't
look
think they'll
dead.
do much.
No, they don't. They don't look very good.
They
They just
look
look a bit
They
sticky.
look like the haircuts Mum gave me when I was little.
But a little more
There's about
drastic.
8 people watching at the moment, mainly from the UK. And
Oh, all right.
Canada, so- That's Rob James.
Okay.
I'm going to go and get some.
Enjoy
veggies.
your
Yeah, you too. See you both. Okay, let's go. We'll get these veggies. Yeah, the way I noticed a comment about how they present the veggies. Yeah, this is the main where we're going to get the greenery from is the Hmong farmers, and they pack everything so beautifully. Just got to be mindful of my $50 limit though, so it'll chew up really quickly. You watch. Down. See what I need to get. Good morning. How are you? Very well, thank you. So we need some Italian. I'm actually going Italian parsley. I do love like old-fashioned parsley, the curly one, but we're actually going for. I was going to go Italian, and actually no, I'm going to go cut the curly. So this old style parsley. There's beautiful fresh dill. We need some coriander. Although certain parts of the world you call this herb cilantro, very polarizing herb. I don't actually need radishes, but they look so good. I probably will get some. I need to get some broccoli. Beautiful broccoli. No, I've actually got a basket over there, thank you. Yeah, I'm organised for once. Gonna get some whole cauliflower. I know I need to get an onion. Look at this gorgeous garlic. Baby garlic. I've actually got so much garlic at the moment though. Got all the beautiful Asian greens, pak choy, bok choy, Vietnamese mint. You do butter, not buttering. If you do, Vietnamese cooking, the Vietnamese mint is amazing. I'm not doing anything Asian this week. Daikon. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks good. Hey, I'm going to get some carrots. But I also do need to get some baby spinach. They do have silver beet, but not spinach. And yeah, I'm going to get some radishes because how can I not look at them? I'll grab my basket. I'm live on YouTube, but I'm keeping your face off the screen so don't.
That's right. Do you want me to help put the nuts on your bag?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll just take these and I've got my keef cups as well. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go like a smoothie, a nice thing, or a
It's always hard, isn't it?
hot thing, so I brought both.
Because it's that type of weather where it's like, hot.
Yes, definitely. They're telling me to barter with you and get everything for under $10. What are we up to? 29. I'll get a bag of the tomatoes too, thank you. That's it, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys. Oh, I ended up with a capsicum too, that's all right. Didn't want one, but I will eat that with much pleasure. No, that's fine. Thank you very much. You too. Thank you. Tell her it's Crime Watch. You guys are hilarious. I think they've got a beautiful, look at that basket full of Vietnamese with too. Cherries. It's gorgeous cherries. But I've got $15 left. I was going to get a variegated thyme, but I'm not going to now. Just got to pull my pants up. Can get organic fertilizer. So I'm going to get a coffee and a pastry. They do smoothie bowls over there because I was thinking I could also get a smoothie, but they've got a smoothie bowl. But that's pretty much it, I think, here for fresh produce that I need. Especially with a limited budget, guys. So I'm going to go and grab a coffee and a pastry. Isn't well funny when you meet people and you've never met them before but live down here, and then you meet them and then you bump into them like 2 days later. It's pretty cool. Then we get the Davy Street Garage coffee. They do an iced coffee. They have in this store and get some kind of yummy thing to munch on the drive home. That's for a free sample of what? Yeah, I might get an iced coffee, I think. Lots of signs around reminding us all to, keep a distance and all of that sort of stuff. Very responsible. I have to chat to you about my herb garden. I've got so many seed home that are ready to be planted. So I've already got a lot of herbs in pots. But I will be doing some herb shopping soon. But I'm just holding off because I was given a hint that there might be some herb garden-y things happening for my birthday. So this is the Davy Street Garage specialty coffee stall. Oh, they've actually got an ATM thingy, a contactless pay, so I'm going to get my card out. But yeah, you'll be watching me grow some things. I'm turning my deck into a garden, basically. It already is a bit of a garden, but yeah, my deck is now my garden, and I'm just going to put natives down below because they're low maintenance. And what you guys are funny thing about this isn't really a bartering. It's already a bartering kind of market. We're not in Vietnam, breeders.
latte, otherwise I can add sugar after. Add it in the shop.
There's no sheep through there that I can see, but I can see some cows. Where are all the hot chicks? There's quite a few. I just don't want to put the camera on them. I'm being respectful. There's a hot chick to my left, but she's standing next to a dude. And there's a hot chick to my right, but she's standing next to a dude. Who are the hot chicks? There's plenty of hot chicks here. I'm being kind. I'm respecting their privacy. That chick wanted me to get truffled scrambled eggs, but it's not very easy to eat and drive. You need me here for in the UK for serious shopping? I love food shopping, but I don't like shopping. I'm hopeless. I love shopping in Asia. I love bartering in Asia. How you doing? Good, thank you. Can I get a nice coffee? And I've actually got, am I able to use a K-cup or is it? Yeah. Just go in that thing. The lid's really stiff on that. I'll take it off if you like. Iced coffee? Yes, thank you.
Can I just have a name?
Yep, Tori. Thank you. Oops. No, thank you very much. All right, so while they're making the coffee, I'll go next door and we'll look at some pastries. Check out this stuff, guys. Like, holy shit.
There's two. Have you worked out which one's the best?
Almond croissant. We're on YouTube, but I'm trying not to put anyone's faces. Look at those s'mores, guys. And these roasted pineapple. Oh my god. This is rhubarb frangipane tarts. And then over here we've got cinnamon scrolls, croissants. Oh my god, look at that blueberry Danish. Morning fun. Escargot because it looks like a snail. I don't know. I'm thinking the blueberry Danish. What do you guys think? Look at that. We're on YouTube. Yeah, I know everyone keeps looking at me thinking I'm absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. But, what's your recommendation?
Things have gone, of course, but I know I didn't get one. I was hoping I was going to get one.
What's better
The
than
lemon delicious.
Oh, right, okay.
Right,
Sure.
that's all right. So,
Gooey, lemony.
but so you just showed us the things that have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's cruel, isn't it?
Like Chinese water torture. Thanks for that.
I'll go second. I like the orange.
Really?
Banana croissants are what people put on top.
Oh,
I make more of those than anything.
I'm struggling to look beyond the blueberry Danish. But
Would you like one of those?
well, I don't know. Now that you're saying everyone comes here for the almond croissant, I think I might have to try one of those. Let's do that. Yeah. I know you're going to say get both, but
No.
That's my job.
There you go.
All over.
Diane's
extra chocolate. Can't complain about extra chocolate.
There you go.
Oh, God, it's all happening. I'm not very professional.
Yeah, put yours away. Thank you.
No, that's fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will.
I don't know what the arrangement is.
I will thoroughly enjoy the second best favourite thing. What are you groovers saying? Go for the cinnamon sauce. Anything sticky? £15 off a global at a market. Well, you're amazing. I don't do it. I'm not a good barterer.
I saw you please.
I know, I'm on YouTube showing everyone some grass.
Yeah.
Lovely people. You're getting hungry, Casper. Check this out.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, look at this. This is what I got. You all know that. You said no, go the other things. Look what I got one of those.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I didn't even do yoga.
This is made at Marion, which is Marion Bay that we drove past a little bit earlier. I like to get things. I'd never make an almond croissant. No way. I'm not that good with pastry. So you buy the things you couldn't make. Not that I could make a lot of this stuff, but look at that though.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was
Blending.
That roasted pineapple tart. Like, look, it's so beautiful. And the little rhubarb.
Later.
Don't second. That's how I ended up getting chocolate on my. Yeah. Give him a pay rise. So the coffee's from Zep. Nice grass. I can show you a bit of a crowd pan, but if anyone sort of races over and punches me in the face, I'm blaming you guys for that. We're not like you Americans who go nuts every time there's a camera in sight. Well, the egg and bacon rolls are right here, Casper, right next door. And they also do a mushroom and halloumi roll, carrot walnut cake, a raspberry and coconut brownie, and there's also a fruit cup. So now I feel like getting a halloumi roll, mushroom and halloumi roll. That could be my breakfast, and then I can have the almond croissant later. Everyone's looking for munchies. A small device that can steam cook. Oh, you've got some sort of fancy egg thing, Lovable Road. Let me see what you're talking about. An egg cooker. We call them egg poacher. It's like a frying pan that you put water in the bottom, and then there's a metal circle that's got 6 holes in it where you can stick your eggs. And you can either take these, they've got these little cups with handles that you can put the egg, like crack the eggs straight into them and poach them that way, or you can take the metal cups out and you can stand all the eggs up and they do like hard boiled. Is it one of those? Very retro. I was actually watching or listening to things.
did you want flavour or anything, or just coffee ice milk?
Just coffee ice and what are the flavours? You got me at hazelnut. Thank you. Yeah, so we used to call them an egg poacher, and they were very old-fashioned. I mean, very good. But yeah, I was listening when I was in the shower to Six Sisters stuff. They're the Instant Pot people, and they were actually teaching you how to do hard-boiled eggs in an Instant Pot. But me personally, for poaching eggs, I just put some vinegar in a pot of water, bring it to boil, swirl the water around so it's like a little whirlpool, drop the egg in, turn the heat off and just let it spin around, and then pop the lid on and take it off the element. And then when I've got my toast and everything ready to go, I just pop the egg on top, and it's always perfect. Always perfect. That's the one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Runny eggs, the best. I don't know if you just caught that deliberate pan across to my direct right. That was for you, Casper. It's got legs up to her chin. Do I grab a mushroom and halloumi roll supporting the Dunalley Primary School? I reckon I do. We could even go. I could go and sit down and we could have a chat. Sounds like the music's on a break at the moment. Egg poacher pan. I'll boil water with vinegar in a milk pan. I love poaching eggs. When I do more cooking, I'm going to do a lot of like basic sort of how-to stuff. I want to do, like how to poach an egg, how to boil water. You're a hard-boiled girl. Depends what I'm doing. Like I love egg sandwiches, and they need or egg salads. They need hard-boiled, but I love a soft-boiled. Like when you crack it and when you cut it with a knife and it all just oozes all over your food. Yum. Thank you. You're welcome. That looks amazing. Check this out, guys. I knew you were going to say that, Casper. She doesn't want to talk to you. She just walked away. Her boyfriend doesn't want you to talk to you either. I don't think I'm going to worry about the mushroom and halloumi. I might go up and see my friend Shane, although he's got people there at the moment. See the boyfriend? He doesn't want to talk to you. Let's get out of the area where people are getting a bit freaked at having a camera pointed on them. No, we're not buying wine, Geraldine. Although Bream Creek Vineyard, this is my favourite vineyard in Tassie, and I live right next to it. How lucky am I? We don't wear masks here because there's no COVID here, Geraldine. I was wondering if you guys would pick up on that because, yeah, it probably looks very weird to you, right? Like even social distancing, although we're supposed to be 1.5 metres apart, if you're a family, you can stand together. But yeah, we don't have any COVID here. So sort of going to take you up to meet my mate Shane. He's stalled. I don't know what he's doing. It says something like connected planet fungi. Casper's missed the bus. How'd I go with the footage though? I was trying to be discreet. I think she was loving it a bit though. She kept looking at me and grinning. Here's a little plaque. The Bream Creek Show Society, established 1897. This plaque was unveiled by His Excellency the Honourable Sir Guy Green, who I knew. It's an ex-boyfriend of mine, Governor of Tasmania. He wasn't. He was a really good friend of my dad's. On the 17th of March 2001, to commemorate the 100th Bream Creek Show. Yeah, I wondered. Let's just go and sit. A little bench up here. I don't think I need anything else from the market. How much battery have I got? I've got 36%. Sit here for a second and have a bit of coffee and maybe try that almond croissant. I'm not really a croissant person, but when you've got a stall holder telling you they're the second best thing on the stall and people go there specifically for them, how can you not, right? I'm so sorry for you guys being in lockdown again. Casper, you're cracking me up. Story of my life. But yeah, I did wonder, Geraldine, if you guys would notice the mask thing, because it must look incredibly strange to you. Just like seeing people wearing masks looks really strange to us. Hey, check out my boots. These are Aussie boots. They're called Blunnies, Blunston boots. You can buy them the world over. Blunnies, Tasmania. Oh, I fucked things up showing you. But it says Tasmania, Australia on the tag. But these ones have got pink, the elastic bit here. Pink, like my sleeve. I've got all countryfied for the country. So yeah, these are my Blunnies. Best boots in the world. Get them. You won't regret it. Not to open schools for another 2 weeks. Lovable Rogue. Kiki boots. So yeah, these are Blunnies are sort of traditional farm and working boots. Like you can get steel capped toes and all the rest of them. But yeah, they were made in Tassie. Unfortunately, they're not now. But they still make them to the original recipe. And then these are Explorer socks, and these are mandatory with Blunnies. And they even did like a pink. They did pink ones for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So yeah, kinky boots. And I wear them a lot. I love wearing them with dresses and skirts, and I've always been a boots girl. Even as a little kid, I wore gum boots with dresses and stuff. You know, go to music festivals, I've always got little dresses and Blunnies or gum boots on. So there's a little market. I'm so glad I could bring you down here. Probably got enough battery to actually head home. But I just want to try this. Just so you know, the iced coffee is amazing. And even though I don't normally go for a flavouring, but when he said hazelnut, I'm like, okay, bring it on. But it's not overly strong. It's delicious. We did get it right, Geraldine, but only because, I mean, yeah, I think our government, as much as in ordinary everyday functioning, are pretty fucking useless. No, they're not useless. And I'm not a polybasher. I mean, I'm politician stock. For the first time in my life, I don't have a family member who's a politician, although now my brother's a high commissioner, so that's kind of political too. But fucking high commissioner, I can't believe my brother is like Ferris Bueller. He's got this incredible job in Singapore. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so really conservative government at the moment, but it actually worked out the best with coronavirus or with COVID-19 because firstly, it didn't get to Australia first. It got to other parts of the world, and countries like Italy were saying, pay attention, people, this is what's going on. And our government listened, and we were subjected to pretty harsh restrictions whenever a sort of cluster emerged, but it paid off, it worked. You know, Australia's kind of living proof that it can work. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got some clusters at the moment, but not in Tassie. But we Fook, that not the type of recipe I would eat. No idea what you're talking about now. But yeah, so Australia did take a very conservative approach, and so did Tassie, our premier down here. But we never had to wear masks. We've never actually been in lockdown in Tasmania. We had to self-isolate when there was a cluster happening for a couple of months, but you could still go, you know, to the shops and all of that. So here's I lost an almond. Here's the almond croissant. I'm going to eat this, bite into it and give it a review. Oh, yum. Hell to the yes. Did Cass believe because his girlfriend was told not to talk to him by her boyfriend? See, I just spotted a really cute guy, and I'm like, he's looking around, he's waiting for his chickie babe to come out of the loo or something. This almond croissant, perfect thing to shove in my face before I go keto tomorrow. The icing is amazing. The almonds are beautiful and crisp. The inside has got a really light custard. The choux pastry is delicious. I'm going to have one more bite and then I'm going to save the rest for later. That is so good. Not usually my jam, but I got to say, I might be a convert now. That's the dude that was on the stall. Got chocolate everywhere. So, oh, you're in lockdown in Canada too. Fuck. I think you might have mentioned that. Oh, the icing is beautiful. It's like it's like the I never as a kid I used to hate marzipan, but it's got almond flavour through it, but it's not like hardcore marzipan. I found like icing on wedding cakes and stuff was way too strong. This is just like subtle. It is absolutely beautiful. No, we didn't end up going live. Get that cute guy. He's still standing on his own over there, but I'm not going to pick up a guy with you fuckers watching on. God, no. I have some self-respect. No, we didn't end up going. Oh, look, and they do these beautiful little tribute plaques to people when they've died. They put their names on benches. I think that's kind of cute. This is Bruce over here. I actually know the Downey family. They're a farming family. Shut up, Tori. What do I shut up about? Hang on, I've got to carry everything. Do not fall out, iced coffee, because you are too good to spill. Yeah, we didn't go live. Mel, I won't tell the story, but there was a crazy household family got in the way of us going live. It was probably a good thing anyway, because I ended up catching up with a friend I haven't spoken to in a long time. We had a really lovely chat, and I started mapping out things that I want to do, and my channel comes back up. So yeah, it kind of worked out. We'll do something soon though. Why'd you tell me to shut up? Pick up a penguin, exactly. Show us your best pickup lines. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Have you ever tripped over a tree? No. How about a root? That's not my pickup line. Someone used that on me once, and I was like, are you fucking shitting me? All right, let's load up this Swift. A bottle of water. You are way too boring. I've got a nice coffee now. You're getting removed from the cup holder. Put that almond croissant within reaching distance. Thank you very much. Well, this was a fun little outing. I've got a heap to do today. I would have hung around a bit more, but we've only got like 28% battery left anyway, so I'll just keep going live till give me your best pickup lines. Teach me. I can't. I'm a terrible flirt. Like, seriously, a guy could be sitting with his dick in his hand, salivating and looking at me, and I wouldn't realise he was into me. Clueless. It's quite funny reconnecting with people on Facebook, and they're like, I had the biggest crush on you, and it's like, why the fuck didn't you tell me? Oh, shut up and follow that fella. It just cracks me up when people say shut up on a YouTube channel. It's like, well, okay, I won't talk then. This will make for an interesting live. He was cute till he turned around and the back of his head, I don't know. It was a bit, it wasn't as cute as it was the other way around. I put my straw in upside down, but that's okay. I'm just going to flip it over. You meant to put it so the power pack, yeah, I have got some. I need to charge them up, dude. I haven't, like I said, I've even got a charging cable, but it won't quite reach my phone where I've put it unless I move the bracket. Hang on, let's do that. Let's get technical. It's just much harder to read the chat, but I suppose I can give you a bit of a view to the left. We're plugged in, and why aren't we charging? We're charging. Hey. But yeah, I've got some power packs. I do need to. Should we find some music for the drive home? Let's find some daggy music. Oh, it's all the Sunday stuff. Yuck, hate commercial. Go away, go away. Well, that's kind of slinky. All right. 10 people watching. Holy shit. This is awesome. There mustn't be anybody live on YouTube. It blows my mind I get 10 people watching on this little channel. Like, I've got 200 subs. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Oh my God. There's the guy that I thought looked cute, and he's walking along with a chick. Right there. Right in front. Right in front. I don't think he's cute now that I'm up close. No. He was sort of cute side on, but not from behind. No, he's got a nice smile. Oh my God, 10RX, g'day Groover. I'm gonna get I've got to get that packet of CDs out of my built-ins at home and put them in the car, and every time we go for a drive I'm gonna like randomly select a CD from my past and we'll have a listen to it. Because I mean, on this channel, like, I don't mind playing turning that music off. It sounds like tubular bells. I don't mind playing music because the musos don't strike you. They just put a claim and they get paid if you ever get ads or anything. And of course, I'm happy for musos to get money for their music. So isn't it amazing? You know, you don't get fucking struck by musos, but some tosser in Melbourne with an own the original content that he's got on his fucking channel. Sorry about the bracket, it's like that because I'm charging. You're kind of getting a bit of a sideways. I hope that doesn't make you feel sick, but you might spot a sheep, Geraldine. Don't forget to write in caps too, guys. Run him over. Geraldine, you're killing me. I think my bum's too small for that man. He likes a girl who's got back. Not that I haven't got back, but she had spectacular back. You can't compete with that, really. Oh God, we finished like way earlier than I thought. So where can we go? Hey, here's something we should do another day, but we're going to go home. Sorry about the bracket. I'll sort that all out too. One day, let's go to a cemetery. I love going through cemeteries, and the old headstones are so detailed, and you know, apart from sort of saying died of the clap, some of them, the amount of info is incredible. Forget to write in caps because I'll be on a freeway or highway. I won't be able to read chat very well at the best of times, but God, it's bloody peak hour. Cops say Dodgers Ferry, where I live, 18. there's a way from here. Go down the way we went yesterday. Ito, this where the bracket is now. I can see I love cemeteries, but it's so hard to read chat. I'm not really into reading it while I'm on a 100k speed limit highway either. But I'm just wondering if I go to Sorrel Fresh Market and get the rest of the stuff that I need. I'll do that. I'll take you to another market, but probably won't chat much in there. I'll just hold the phone sort of subtly and go and get the rest of the stuff that I need. And if I've still got time, I'll stop the butcher as well. Okay, let's do that. This gear would be a good tour. Bit of robotic, that'll happen. We're in the country. My camera's still, there's still movement on the screen, so I'll stop roboting when we get back into better reception. I can't remember the lyrics, all I remember is Mr. Roboto. Haven't seen any sheep yet. Why do guys look so cute from a distance? Then you get up close and you're like, fuck, he did have a nice smile. But he was smiling because his lady was making him smile. I've got a feeling I'm going to hook up with someone this year, and it's going to be a good one. I reckon I'm going to meet a new lover this year, and it's going to be, I'm getting good vibes. I know you keep telling me am I still roboting? Sorry about that if I am. But yeah, we'll do a bit of a cemetery tour. The cemeteries here, like, yeah, the detail on the headstones is unbelievable. He died of the pox, aged 11 3/4. No, if he died of the pox, he would have been a bit older, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of shipwreck victims, and it's really sad. The children's cemetery part's always very, very sad, but it's incredible to see the amount of info. And we used to play a game, a friend and I, we love going through cemeteries. It's probably a bit of a morbid game, but to try and find someone that had your name, like not necessarily your surname, but if you found someone with your surname, that was really exciting. But you had to try and find, like a headstone that had your first and second name. And because I've got a really old-fashioned name, and so does she, we found a lot of our names, but not many of like first and second names, so middle name. But yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. And the cemetery back there, oh, that cop's just like pulled off and nearly caused a massive accident. Well, an officer friend was like slammed its brakes on. All doing 100, and the cars in front of me did a bit of brake slammage. Love is overrated. Sure is, but lovers aren't. I'm talking like, g'day, let's get it on, now go home. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about long walks on the beach holding hands shit. I'm talking, surprise, surprise, a broken down van on the side of the road on the back of a trailer. Reminds me of my kitchen days. That bloody van did so many more kilometres on the back of the fucking truck than it did actually driving. That was my one adult financial blunder. And I should have known it because I'd never had a van before. They're fucking money pits. But Gidget was a nightmare. I used to drive behind trucks with her taped to the back of it going, yeah, look at us. We're hitting the road, Gidget. You're on the back of a fucking truck. I'm meant to be inside you, you dumb fuck. Sad tale of woe. In fact, I didn't actually drive behind them because I was driving Gidget. I'd usually be sitting in the passenger seat of some tow truck heading home, and they would then cart her off to try and get it going. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. That van cost me a lot of money, but I had fun in her. She was a cool van. People loved her, but she was also a bit of a rust bucket. She was going to start falling apart fairly soon. So, shit, I can't read that essay, Ruth. I'll have a look at chat later when I get home. I was going to go down that way, back down Primrose Sands way and head home, but you're coming with me to the Sorrel Farmers Market. I mean, I could even end the live there. I'll have a look at chat and I'll go and get the rest of my stuff and head home, unless you guys are still doing okay and you're not feeling too car sick. But yeah, I'm not up for like bills and food romance shit. I'm up for action with minimal attachment. Hopefully somebody local so they can go home. That's the downside. And like, if I meet someone who lives in the city, I'm going to be like, no, because you're going to stay the night, and I don't want to have to feed you breakfast. I don't want to have to wait with you. I just want a bit of shag, and then you can go away. Thank you. That's all I want. I mean, I don't mind cooking dinner for them. I don't mind us hanging out, having a bit of friendship, but I don't want them in my house all the time. And if they do have to stay the night, it's like, see that spare room? That's where you're sleeping, bucko. I don't want to share my bed, like to sleep in. I've never understood married couples sleeping in the same bed. I read a really cool article the other day. It was like this millennial couple, and I was like, these guys are actually switched on and not whining about everything. They're actually these kids are on top of it. But they've been married for like 3 years and they don't sleep in the same bed. Look at that scenery in the distance. I hope you can see it. You can see everything, like the causeways that I drive you guys over sometimes, and it's so pretty. I don't apologise, Ruth. I'll check in on your essay when I'm stopped. There's one of those beautiful old farm buildings that I love, that are falling apart, old timbers. I want to do like photos. I want to drive around Tassie one year and just take photos of all of the ramshackle buildings. Do an Instagram page. I've already got the name for it. It's the name we had for the shack we used to go to over the summer. So much I want to do. Just wish I could get paid doing all the shit I want to do. What was I crapping on about? I'm going to turn the camera around straight ahead. So sorry about the bracket, but it's pretty nice views coming up, guys. Oh yeah, this millennial couple. So they have their own bedrooms, and all of their friends think that they're like batshit crazy. And why don't you sleep in bed? And they're like, gross. The girl's like, nah, I sleep like I'm flying with my arms out like wings, and there's no room for him, and I'm not comfortable falling asleep on his arm or spooning. Yuck, spooning. Yuck, spooning. And yeah, they get it on, and then they go off to their separate rooms, and they're happy. And you don't have to wake up with like, my hair's kind of scruffy beach hair anyway, so my bed hair is actually no different really to my time hair. But she was saying, like, I don't want to kiss him when I've got morning breath, and I don't want him to see me all disheveled. And I'm down for that kind of living. I used to say if I got married, I wanted to have my own house, and they could have their own house, like, within walking distance. Or even, like, you know, two conjoined places, but like a locked door in the middle of it. So if you didn't want to see him, you could just, sorry, I'm in my lady cave. Not my literal lady, my vaginal lady cave, but like have a, you know, a man cave and a lady cave, woman cave. Sorry, I don't want to see you today. Just lock that door. You can't open the adjoining, like the conjoining door. You're not welcome. I always thought that'd be grounds for a great marriage. I've got friends who are married. One of them lives in Tassie and one of them lives in Melbourne. They're the happiest fuckers I know. Can he stay for breakfast? Yeah, he can. Sometimes. Personally, I'd be happy if they left, you know, after the event. But if not, if they do spend the night in the spare room, there'll be something cooking on the stovetop in the morning for them, but there won't be like, let's eat breakfast and hang out all day. No, thank you. I've got shit I want to do. It'll be interesting to see how Biscuit reacts if I do start seeing a guy, because her routine is pretty set in stone. I don't think she's going to be a fan of somebody else bouncing around on my bed. Not that she sleeps on my bed, but part of her routine is, I don't know, kind of making sure that I'm, like, she kind of puts me to bed. And when she thinks that I'm asleep, she moves down to the trunk at the end of my bed or back out into the living room on one of her gazillion comfortable surfaces that she likes to sleep on. Last night it was quite warm and she went out and slept in her hammock in her enclosure. Because she's got a fucking hammock. I don't have a hammock, but she does. I woke up this morning, when she can hear I'm waking up, she comes in, but she didn't come in, and I was like, oh, she might be down on the other, like one of the spare rooms. So I got up, walked out to the kitchen, and I heard this walking noise, and it was Biscuit jumping out of the hammock onto the little shelf. There's a couple of ledges that she gets onto to get it down to the deck level, and then through her fucking dog flap into the house. She slept up in a hammock / day bed. It is so fucking spoiled. She's got a fucking igloo, man. She's got a Nepalese felt igloo. Like, Tassie gets pretty cold in winter, and this cat has this bloody snug as a bug in a rug Nepalese felt igloo. Unbelievable. Here we are at Sabelle Market. Oh my God, check out these wheels over here. The special interest plates. Oh, that's a fine looking car. Good sir. Great vehicle. Great vehicle. All right, I'm going to see what's happening in chat. Your grass isn't very green. Is it scorched? No, it's called an Australian summer, Geraldine. Considering Australian summers are like, well, when friends of mine have visited from the UK not in summer, in winter here, they have described Tasmanian winters as being like their summers. So yeah, it's the summer, and trust me, it's actually greener than it usually is. There's a lot of yellow, but there's still a fair bit of green grass and stuff around too. There is a man in our cemetery who had 2 wives. Either the dates are wrong or he was a bigamist, and one of the wives is really mega young. Oh dear. Purbright Cemetery is fab. Many famous people are buried there. Can he stay for breakfast? We've covered that. I'm man-free since October. I'm like, you would be, Geraldine. I'm not missing washing the toilet. No, if you... Oh, God, Twiggy, hello. How are you? Happy New Year. If you live with a dude, you've got to have 2 toilets, and one of them is theirs and their responsibility to clean too. I do. I adore Biscuit. She's sensational, but she's I said to my sister yesterday, she's very needy. She's a bit of a Klingon, but Ange said no, she just loves you, and she's an equal in the household, and anything that I'm doing, B has to try and help me and supervise. She's very helpful, kind of. Always supervising me, but yeah, Andrew's saying no, it's actually she just adores you and likes being with you, and yeah, we are very much equal, and she is very helpful. She's cute. She's bossy too. But she's such a great little cat. She's not your typical cat, that's for sure. All right, so what didn't I get? I did get parsley. I did get coriander. I got broccoli, cauliflower. Oh, I didn't get any ginger or horseradish. I got tomatoes. I got an onion. Got a few more things I've got to get here. I'll just chat for a minute longer. Hi, Raven's Treasure Chest. Happy New Year. I've just been to the farmer's market, and now I'm at another market. I'm going to go in and get the rest of my shopping. This market is all local producers as well. It's 7 days a week, so it's kind of very similar to the farmer's market in terms of where we just went, like in terms of all the fresh produce, and they also support all the local farmers in the area, so lots of lamb and beef and chicken, pork. Not that I eat pork, but you know, all of that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's all local produce, which is fucking amazing. And what we should all be doing is supporting our local producers as much as we can. Thanks though, guys, for hanging out. I'll finish my shopping, and because I want to do a quick run around, and then I've got to get home and set up my video camera to do a live video chat with Being There Sissy, who's doing remarkably well. There's a lot of relief that Being There's no longer in any pain. But even though I've lost both of my parents, touch wood, I go first. I don't want to know what it feels like to lose a sibling. I really don't. I hope I go before my brother and my sister. And because we're only 3 brothers, Mum had 3 under 3. We're all very close in age, so you know it's possible. But yeah, the pain of losing a sibling, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, so I can't imagine what she's still got both of her parents, but how much did I spend? We spent nearly all of it. The veggies were $35, but I ended up, which is a lot, but I ended up getting a heap of stuff and also a capsicum that I didn't want. Like I only needed to get 2 tomatoes, but I ended up getting like a bag and they were $6, but they're the best tomatoes. But yeah, I ended up with a bit more than I needed. Yeah, Raven, I'd love to grow as much as I could, but I've got possums and native wildlife that are now starting to eat my trees, which they shouldn't be eating. I'm growing a lot of herbs, and I'm looking at a garden bed that I'm actually going to have on my deck. And it's one that I can cover and keep the possums away from. But so far, a lot of the things that I've tried to grow in my garden and on my deck, the possums just shred it. So I'm either going to do this sort of raised garden bed that I'm looking into that's got like a hood that covers it, or like a cage, like an apiary, and put some shelving in it and put plants in that. So but the other thing is I live in an area where there's heaps of people that have already got established market gardens and they've got all the irrigation set up and everything, and I'm happy to support them as well. We've always grown a lot of fruit and veggies. Like even as a kid, Mum had us all with our own little gardens. The first thing I ever grew were radishes and zucchinis. And I've always had fresh herbs and stuff growing at home, but I've got to find that balance between me and the wildlife and also not having my house just looking crazy with all these netted areas and stuff. So, but there's already so many producers in the area, and it's like they've paid to put in all the infrastructure. The other thing is we're on tank water. So to really realistically for me to sustain a productive garden full of fresh produce, I'd need to put in another water tank and get water delivered. Oh, Geraldine, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't even want to, well, it's not that I don't want to think about it, but I can't even imagine that sort of pain. Mind you, I've got friends who haven't lost a parent yet and they can't imagine the pain of losing a parent. So, yeah, caged in veggie garden because of the possums. Are you on tank as well, Twiggy? Or have you got town water? I just took everyone to the Bream Creek Farmers Market. It was fun. And we went via Connolly's Marsh and Dun Alley. And I thought about putting like a greenhouse down below, but my house, the block is really steep. My house is on stilts, and it's actually quite a trek getting up and down out of the garden. Actually, I'm just going to put turn the car on just to keep the battery charging because it's solar power and tank. Good on you. I've got a lot of things growing and I've got a lot of things to plant. My deck is basically going to be an edible garden. But I also love the view. I love the simplicity of my house. It's very minimalist and, you know, it's a proper beach house. And a lot of people walk past it to get to the beach, and I don't want it to have like mountains of nets. And I saw they had apiaries at shiploads that will fit on my deck, and you can still sort of see through it, even though it's a bit of a cage. Yeah, I agree. Raven's treasure chest. You haven't had parents for 39 years. Fuck. I lost my mum. My mum died when I was 32. And my dad died in 2004. 13. Hippies out in the sticks. I'm a bit of a hippie too, and that's why I kind of feel like I should support the locals that are already set up and growing stuff. You know, it's a supply and demand thing, really. And the most expensive thing to buy here really is herbs. And I grow herbs. I've got a lot of herbs growing inside. Things like my basil just goes nuts as long as I don't put it out on the deck. But yeah, I don't know, just aesthetically, I just don't want my house, like I've gone out of my way and I'm going out of my way to declutter, and I don't want a cluttered deck. It's all a bit of a thing. But I can do potatoes and stuff down below, pumpkins, bits like that later on. I love living off the grid. I'd like to get even more off the grid. I've had a quote for solar power. But my neighbour put solar panels on her place last year, and she's not raving about it yet. I've only just finished paying off putting the hydronic heating in my house, which was the best thing I could have done. But the solar panels will be the next thing. But yeah, down here there's so many markets, like people who've got market gardens. There's a community garden with a co-op. So a lot of things that I know the possums will just decimate at my place, and I'd have to have shitloads of netting and all the rest of it. And I don't mind having a cage on my deck, but I don't want to have like the whole deck covered in. There's already one cage out there, Biscuit's cage. Maybe I could put some stuff in her enclosure. I could get another shelf and just put some plants. Didn't think about that. Yeah, and I've got heaps of seeds ready to go, and just at the end of summer. And I've got about 12 different herbs growing out there and inside at the moment. I could put some things in the ground maybe. I thought about putting in fruit trees and all of that, but there's no point with the possums, and I love them. I'll probably get olives for the first time this year. I've got two olive trees on my deck. Putting a shitload of shit on my deck. I've got gojis as well. A goji berry plant, but I reckon it'll be another year before I get a productive goji berry crop. The possums shred my goji berry as soon as it starts to look healthy. And goji trees are really weird. They look like twigs when they're healthy. But there's like one part of the year that they get covered in leaves, and it looks so pretty, and then I wake up the next day and the little possum has come along and shredded it. Speaking of shredding, I'm going to shred this live. Go and get the rest of my supplies. Thanks for hanging out with me, Groovers. I hope you have fun, and have a lovely Saturday night, Sunday, whatever you're up to. Be kind. Compliment somebody every day. That's one thing I'm doing today, or today this year. So here's a compliment for all of you. You guys rock. I love ya. I'll compliment the girl or someone or guy when I go in. That's one of my goals this year, is to compliment people. Our wildlife's fabulous. And I haven't just got possums, I've got wallabies too. And they're decimators. They decimate gardens. Cannot stand goji berries. Well, I won't have you over to eat a goji berry then. I love them. I love them. Okay, Groovers, take care, be nice, compliment someone online or in the flesh. If you're in lockdown, you know, just say something nice to somebody today, spread the love. And so far 2021's been pretty awesome sauce. And I'll speak to you all very soon. I get my channel back in 2 more sleeps. Hang on, what's today? Sunday. Tomorrow. I get my channel back tomorrow. 1 sleep. Anyway, I love you, Groovers. See you soon. And yeah, what Ruth said, love, peace, and happiness to you all. Bye for now.